we partnered with the Creative Visions Foundation and Indie Music TV. Both organizations came on board and immediately stepped in, saw my vision, or didn't, but still had my back and was ready to make it happen. I especially need to thank Jessica, VP of Education at Creative Visions Foundation. We've worked together for a while now, but I posted on my social media about, hey guys, I'm gonna throw this prom, let's do this. And she immediately reached out and was like, what do you need me to do? I'm on board. And that blind trust and support is really hard to come by. And I am so grateful for my teacher tribe. She is an educator. So thank you, Jessica, for everything that you did to make this happen. Along with Jessica, Creative Visions, I really need to thank Pat and Eric, who also jumped on and helped in every way possible. They brought on board Chris Patty at Indie Music TV, who I got on a first call with him. He was like, this sounds great, let's do it. So Indie Music TV and iConcert TV, who helped to host tonight and make the show happen. But I especially need to thank Luke Moray, our engineer at iConcert TV, who quite literally had my back throughout the entire show. This definitely would not have been physically possible without you, Luke. Within the first hour of the broadcast, I felt like Luke and I had been on the same tech team for years, and this was just our way of calling a show. We had such an amazing lineup of DJs. Oh my God. Like, I knew they were all great, but like now I know they are all great, like greatness. I gotta start by thanking Daniel Fuentes, aka D Knowledge, who I've had the honor and pleasure of teaching alongside for several years now. I initially reached out to him because I knew he was a DJ, and I was like, of course, teacher tribe, we come through for each other. So I was like, yo, you wanna DJ for this prom I'm throwing? And of course he was like, yeah, and let me bring some friends. And I was like, okay. Little did I know that when he sent friends, he really meant the freaking Justice League of DJs, because we had IFTW, DJ Icy Ice, Sammy G, DJ Charisma of Power 106, and DJ Bella Fiasco. Holy freaking crap, okay? In a perfect world, I would have had production meetings and we would have had something hashed out super far in advance. But this was all on the cuff, on the fly, sub stuff, kind of last minute. And I'm a theater person, and that's not usually how we roll. Like, we have whole production seasons for this reason. But the way COVID is set up, things did not always go my way, but they went exactly how they needed to. And so Fuentes, thank you for coming through in such a big way for me and for our kids, because we teach at the same school. To IFTW, thanks for your attentiveness and attention to detail. In the middle of your set, I'm getting text messages from my friends like about, how do I go to this club? Like, let me in, I want to go to this club. They definitely loved your set. To Sammy G, you were the perfect way to begin our show and kick off the broadcast. Thank you for being so on top of everything and sending your amazing set over. Perfect way to get started. Icy Ice, through the whole set, I was getting messages from people. I checked in on a Zoom call as you were on your set, and I just heard a kid scream, oh my God, he's the DJ we all deserve. And then right after that, another kid was like, how come he wasn't at our homecoming? So you definitely a fan favorite. DJ Charisma, your name alone, I'm sure, brought people into the broadcast and got people super hype. Thank you so much for being there for us. Your set was awesome. And last but not least, DJ Bella Fiasco, the set was beyond lit and the perfect way to end a prom night. The whole set was nothing but bangers, and I'm sure that if we were at a real prom, like Fuentes said, the whole room would have been on fire. So thank you so much to all the DJs. Thank you for your flexibility, for your talent, for your professionalism. And most of all, thank you for your heart, because I didn't have anything to give you. You don't know me, and you came through in a super big way for my kids and for kids across the country. And I'm gonna try not to cry right now. So I thank you. I hope the experience was good for you. I can listen to you guys spin for hours. So I'm so happy that each of you have live sets on your Twitch and on your Instagrams. So guys, make sure that you go follow them because they are still spinning for different events on their virtual platforms. I just could not be more grateful for you and all of your work and all of your help during the night. We had so many friends and family, community members reach out and say, hey, how can I help? Can I send in a kind message or congratulations to the class of 2020? I thank you to everyone who reached out. We weren't able to fit everyone in the broadcast, and I'm sorry. But to all of you, just thanks for reaching out. That means a lot. Thank you, Ashley Jackson. You know her from Beats on Netflix. I know her as the recent summa cum laude graduate of Spelman College, ladies and gentlemen, top of her class. Deidre Cooper, you know her as crucial street dance activist. I had the honor of growing up with her. Thank you, Deidre, for sending in or joining us live on the broadcast and teaching us all how to swag surf. That was great. Dr. Brandy Reed, therapist, your kind and sweet thoughtful words on self-care and to our class of 2020 on pushing through COVID. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Dominique Pace, Gecko from The Mandalorian. We appreciate you sending that message to our kiddos too. Ada Pasternak, brilliant musician, the cover to close out the night. Really appreciate your talents. Mercedes Yvette and April Wilkner, amazing interview. Beautiful artists and hosts through and through. So follow them and check out their shows. And of course, Charles Michael Davis, thank you so much for that awesome interview and going live with us during the broadcast. My theater kiddos were geeking out the whole time while you were on. So thank you so much. Again, just like with the DJs, I had nothing to offer you, and most of you I don't know personally. We have a mutual friend, and you came through for them, and in turn came through for me, and in turn came through for my kids and for kids across the country. And I'm full of gratitude, so full of gratitude. I want to especially or specifically shout out Chris Buckley, who came through in a super huge way. I'm glad that we could shout out and feature some of your kids on our broadcast. Glad that you and teachers at your school were able to join us for the live. And thank you for the connections and the folks that you got onto our broadcast as well. So I appreciate you in your support throughout the entire process. Jill DeCuffa from Austin, Texas, I thank you too for joining and being on standby, ready to join the broadcast. I'm sorry we weren't able to throw it to you. That's live TV. And I just thank you too for being ready and willing to join. Last but definitely not least, I have to thank the team at Education Ensemble. And in this case, Education Ensemble, the young people in our ensemble, I'm always proud of you. I'm proud of how you handled the broadcast, and every hiccup I threw your way, you just jumped right on it. But more importantly, I'm really proud of the young humanitarian and artist you are, and the people you're going to continue to evolve into. I love you all, and I'm very proud of you. To Sean Hill, our host of the evening and board member for Education Ensemble, thank you for everything you did to make that broadcast happen, all the guests that you brought on, all of your friends, and thank you for hosting the night. To be live for a 2-hour show is one thing. To go live for a 5-hour broadcast, that's asking a lot. And you did it. You did it well. You did it with grace. And every hiccup, you kept it going. So I thank you, Sean, for that. To Brandon, my partner in life and business, my husband, thank you for everything that you did for the show, all the video editing that we threw at you literally in the last minute before the broadcast. Thank you. And as always, everything I am able to do, like me being able to live and work and walk in my purpose, it's because I have a husband, a spouse, partner behind me who allows me to do so. It's not always easy because I'm up late nights working and going on full cylinders all the time. And we've dealt with it. And I thank you. I truly hope that at least one kid had an enjoyable night and forgot just for a moment about the loss of your senior year and was instead able to focus on the love between you and your friends, if someone was able to join you on Zoom, or the love between you and your family members as you danced in your living room and kitchens. This is a very special group of kids, very special group of young adults about to go out into the world and make big changes and big waves and big ways. I hope that Virtual Prom 2020 was even half the prom that you feel you deserved. From the bottom of my heart, I want to thank every single person who was involved in any way, whether you were watching or you were on that open call helping me call the show. It is Asian Pacific Islander Month, as we highlighted in the broadcast, and I'm on my journey myself to get closer to my indigenous roots and learn my mother tongue. And so I want to end with this. So olefao ilefao translates to join the hibiscus fiber to the hibiscus fiber. In other words, unity is strength. I know that you've seen all the hashtags that say we're in this together, and as cliche as it sounds, it is so very, very true. Without all of you, Saturday night would not have been possible. We will have a full VOD available soon, so hang tight. We're still looking to continue to celebrate the class of 2020 by launching or kicking off a scholarship fund specifically for this special group of seniors. So if you have not had a chance to donate yet, please go to educationensemble.org, click on the donate button, and you can select where you'd like your funds to go. I could say it a million freaking times and it still wouldn't be enough. Thank you to everyone who helped pull off BYOP Virtual Prom 2020.